Hello. So this week I posted a little bit on our story about our sobriety. I tend to share little snippets of Desiree and I each being on a sobriety journey and how it's something that we started together. But I kind of just want to talk about what does sobriety mean to us and sort of why I personally started my journey and how I feel like it's enhanced my connection to my spirituality. So, first and foremost, I will make it clear that both Desiree and I believe in cannabis. We believe that cannabis is a plant medicine that helps heal. And there's so much that the hemp plant in itself can do to heal people, to heal this world by just various ways of consuming it. So I will say that to us, consuming in plant medicine is still in alignment with our sobriety. And that's not to say that people can't be addicted to cannabis or that some people shouldn't be smoking it because it doesn't make them productive or whatever, or that people just should also have balance when consuming this plant. Now, for the most part, my use with cannabis has been on its own journey in itself, where now I pretty much only smoke if we're on vacation. And that's just because once I started my sobriety journey, I feel really uncomfortable when I don't have control over my entire body. So I feel like I can really let go of that when I'm on vacation. So I enjoy partaking with that. And by like vacation, I just mean like when we're taking a break from work, especially when we go travel and we do stuff like that. So personally, I have always struggled with mental health for a very long time. And I might do like a separate video on a little bit more in detail with that, but I was very, very sad for a very long time. And what I mean by sad is like just not really wanting to be here on this earth. And I would drink and do different drugs and really use that as a way to block myself from feeling and getting caught up in a lot of emotions, and didn't allow myself to properly process a lot of trauma that I have gone through. So that resulted in a lot of snowball effects of things adding up and getting bigger and resulting in multiple mental breakdowns. And Desiree has her own separate struggles and journeys and things that she went through, and we both sort of just got to this point where we wanted to make changes, and that is how the Tres Ojos came to be. And the Tres Ojos has allowed us to really dive deep into spirituality and into magic, and allowed us to properly process a lot of trauma and to have discussions about a lot of things that we've kept built up inside of us for years. And it also allows us to help other people do the same. And the whole purpose of Tres Ojos existing is to help people heal and to provide things to help aid in your journey, whether that's divination work or different tools or different pieces. But sobriety is a very, very personal thing for everyone. And a lot of the times we get a lot of questions of like, well, how do you do it? How did you do this? Or how did you get to the point where you made these changes? And there isn't really a simple answer. There is no perfect strategy. It's a different day, but I am going to continue my conversation on my sobriety. And I obviously get a lot of questions of, how did you get to this point, or like what advice could I give to other people? And a lot of the times we also get approached of like, can you basically fix this person for me? And that's not the way that it works. There isn't like a formula or a secret recipe that I can give you in order to just make someone sober. At the end of the day, no one is going to change until they want to change themselves. You can self-destruct, you can ignore it, you can think that you don't have a problem. At the end of the day, you are in control of making your choices and making your changes. So that is the advice that I have, is that if you want to change, do it. Find a plan, find support, talk about it. It really just starts with talking about it and being able to figure out how you can make small steps and small changes in order to get to a bigger picture. We're always here to talk about anything that you want in regards to sobriety. I love talking to people about it. I love expressing my personal viewpoint on it. I can honestly say it's the best decision I've ever made for myself. To be here today, there's no way in hell that I would be here if I didn't get sober when I did. There was a lot that I was hiding for a long time, and to this day, there's a lot of people that have no idea of the things that I was struggling with when I wasn't, bartending and presenting myself as the show, as the party, as this is awesome, I love this. And in reality, I absolutely didn't. I hated what I was doing. I hated who I was becoming, and there was a lot that happened at very odd hours of the night that just snowballed. And yeah, so I'm extremely proud of myself. I'm extremely proud to be on this journey with Desiree and for us to be where we are today. And I will continue to keep opening up about my sobriety, about my mental health, because it is so important to just start having those conversations. And perhaps most importantly, a sober mind has allowed me to really tune into who I am and allowed me to love myself for who I am and how I am. And that has been the most beautiful thing ever, to have spent over a decade self-harming and years self-destructing and disordered eating and body dysmorphia. This was all attached so much to my poor habits of drinking and doing drugs. And not to say that I don't have those moments now. We're not perfect. Everyone struggles. It's a lot more manageable to control. It's a lot easier to see my cycles and to understand what's happening and to comprehend that negative thinking and intrusive thoughts are not reality. They are just that, negative thoughts and intrusive thoughts. So I am extremely grateful for that, because a sober mind has also allowed me to be creative and to create things and to be part of things that I never even thought were possible. Thank you so much for coming to chat with me. I am going to link some resources if anyone wants to reach out to me to have a conversation or to get some outside resources as well. I'd be happy to help you.